This video cuts deep into my struggles and feelings throughout my life. You know, if you have anxiety or had anxiety or depression, anything like that, please watch this video to the end because I know it will help you some way. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we focus on improving our minds and body and work towards our dreams. If you're watching, please consider subscribing because I post a vlog every day about that. But let's get right into it. For most of my childhood, I struggled with anxiety. And let me read it to you right here. So here's the definition of anxiety: a feeling of worry, nervousness, unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. So in other words, you worry about everything. I worried about everything, and that resulted in depression as well as anxiety. Everything seems so crazy important, and I remember when I first started college, you know, it got to the point where it was like, okay, Che, if you don't do your laundry by 1:30 p.m., you're gonna die. I'm serious. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I felt my career, anything I wanted to do was irrelevant if I didn't get this task done on time. And then I constantly wonder, what if? You know, I was overwhelming myself. And in high school, you know, it affected my ability to socialize. So I'd be waking up in the morning, wanting to go to school and stuff, but then I'd think, well, you know, I did really well. I socialized really well yesterday. I made a lot of people laugh. I made, you know, teachers laugh. You know, I was the man yesterday. But today, I don't feel like I can do that. What if I don't deliver as well as I did yesterday and people won't like me as much? Like, legitimately, that's what I thought in the mornings. By the time I turned 18, and I'm 20 now, to give you an idea, I was on antidepressants, which were just anti-anxiety pills. And I hated the idea of being on the medication. I did not like it at all. All I wanted to do was just be fine without it. And to be honest, it didn't really affect me that much. The period for where I turned 18, October 2017, to when I turned 20, October 2019, those 2 years were the hardest years, mental years of my life. And there was really no reason to be anxious or depressed. Like, I had everything I needed. You know, I had a cool car, I had a place to live, ample food, you know, I looked good, I worked out all the time, but that was the worst time of my life. I spent every day, all the time, worrying about stuff that didn't matter, like doing my laundry on time. It was ridiculous. And it's not like I wasn't aware. I was always thinking about, man, why am I worried about this? It's like I can't help it. No matter what I do, where I go, who I talk to, I'm always worried about something. So right before I turned 20, it was September 2019, and anxiety had gotten to the worst it ever was. School just started. I moved into my first apartment. My anxiety was through the roof, along with depression. And the antidepressant pills weren't doing anything. So I was like, okay, it's time to fix this. I gotta fix this. I cannot live like this. I'm 20 years old. I got a lot of life left ahead of me. I cannot live like this. I know for a fact I will not succeed if I keep worrying about everything the way I am. So naturally, I was like, okay, I need to surround myself with people who know what they're doing, who are successful, and who are happy mentally. Maybe I should go to YouTube. So I went to YouTube. I found a channel called Impact Theory, Tom Bilyeu, awesome show. But it's basically a show where Tom, the interviewer, sits down and interviews successful people each episode. He has hundreds of videos, and I started watching them, and I've seen them before. It's not like I just stumbled upon this and I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. No, I've seen them before and I've watched them before and they're great, but this time I kind of started watching them with the goal in mind of just really absorbing what these people do to be happy and wealthy at the same time. And a quick side note, being surrounded by millionaires who hate their lives and are unhappy and anxious all the time, that means nothing to me. I don't want to be around those people because in my mind, they've committed the ultimate failure in life and they've succeeded in the material world, but they have still yet to find happiness, and that's the ultimate failure. So yeah, I started watching this show all the time, you know, but there's this one episode that I watched and it was Hal Elrod, Miracle Morning. I was like, that sounds interesting. I mean, I've heard of successful people doing morning routines and I've dabbled in it before, but I was like, yeah, I'll just hear it out. This video didn't scream out to me like, watch me, watch. It wasn't like that. It was kind of like, okay, I'll watch it, whatever. He started telling a story and I'm like, that's pretty crazy. It's very intense. A lot of the mental processes he was describing, I kind of related to. So he basically said, yo, I'm gonna change my life in the morning. 6 things, I'm gonna do them. Here's what they are. So the acronym for it is SAVERS, right? SAVERS. It all stands for silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. So silence and scribing, that's meditation and journaling. okay? So those are the 6 things he does every morning, and he dedicates 10 minutes to each thing. So it's a total of an hour. So I was like, that sounds awesome. I bet it would help. I really think it would help. But there's one problem. I hate getting up early. But you know, I decided, what can I lose? Some sleep, you know, like whatever. I decided no matter how hard it be, I would at least try it. It took a couple weeks of doing it before I noticed something. Things were starting to change up here. So to give you some background on myself, and this is important, I have wanted to be a YouTuber probably since I was 17. So 3 years now. And I've had channels in the past, and I've been producing videos here and there, but my problem was, and this happened from age 17 when I first started to age 19 and a little bit into 20. I would work really hard on the video and I post it, and it would get like, you know, 30 views, 70 views, whatever, 100 views. And one even got 1,000 views, and I was really disappointed. Not just disappointed, but scared. Like I was starting to worry, like if this video didn't make it, none of my videos will ever make it. I'll never make it. I will never be successful. And that was literally the mental path that I created for myself. And I started to associate that with YouTube. So my dreams of being a YouTuber slowly started to fade away, and they were replaced by, I was scared of the platform. So every time someone would talk about YouTube, or I'd see the logo, or I'd think of making a video, it made me sick, like physically sick in my stomach. And I just couldn't take it anymore. So, you know, I took some months off, and I tried again. By this time I was 19. I went to college. I did one video about Accutane, got 2,000 views. I was very disappointed in that, actually. I just get sick to my stomach. So I start doing this morning routine, and it starts to change things, like I said. But one day something popped in my head, and I was like, maybe I should document this, because right now I'm at such a low mental state and physical state, and I want to be way up here, super successful, like super successful. Maybe I should document this process of the struggles and everything. So I'm like, maybe I should start a daily vlog again. And I thought about it for a second. I thought about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But here's the rules. I'm not gonna work too hard, I'm not gonna overwhelm myself, and I'm not going to create unrealistic goals. So the first week of vlogging passes. I have 7 videos uploaded. I look at the stats. You know what I see? Video 1, 0 views. 2, 0. 3, 0. 4, 1. 5, 2. 6, 0. 7, 1. I can't describe to you how sick I felt in that moment. Like the stomach feeling came back, the anxiety came back, the dark tunnel started to close in on me, and it's like, you're never gonna succeed. You need to stop this right now. You need to stop this vlogging. This is stupid. You need to stop. But then something clicked. The new routine in my head, all the affirmations, all the visualization, the meditating, everything kind of clicked together, and then something popped in my head, and I said, wait a second. I just started this. I am at the bottom. I literally cannot get any worse than this. How can I get better? So that was my new mindset, and I had that realization, and I embraced it. I took it, and I was like, whoa, I've never thought about it this way before. This is positive, this is new, the routine's working, anxiety's going away. And I kept on repeating that in my head all day, every day, multiple times a day. I was able to keep going and keep going. That kind of mentality slowly started to spread to everything in my life, including my job at a restaurant that I hated. But I managed to stay there for 6 months until I found a better opportunity, because I was able to see the big picture. Then I decided to stop taking the antidepressants, because what's the point, you know? I wanted to see if this is really working. And sure enough, I didn't feel a difference. The medicine was gone, but my feelings remained the same. So slowly but surely, I began to realize that I'm in control of my mind. It just takes a consistent effort to control it. And why is that? It's because our thoughts and feelings and what we do are influenced by habits very heavily. If you don't believe me, please read Charles Duhigg's book, The Power of Habit. One of my favorite books in this entire world. I love it. So habits work like this. Imagine a stream of water going through the desert. There's one big river. And as this river flows through the desert, a path is starting to be engraved. So if you just suddenly remove the water, you're gonna see a path, like a crevice. This is exactly what our brains do. and it's known as a habit. It's the path neurons fire. So let's just say water flows up to a certain point, and this is the base of a new habit. Let's say one day you decide to flip the gate open. You stay up all night watching videos, and you wake up the next morning really late. You're late for class, you're stressed out, and the water keeps going this way. And over time, doing that over and over again, that creates a habit. You sleep in every morning, you're late for class all the time, you're stressed out, and it leads to a spot where you're just habitually stressed out and anxious. So that's the way the gate's flowing. And guess what? I did that for a very long time, a whole year at college. You take out the water, you just shut the gate off, you're gonna see a path there. That's where the water's gonna flow when you open the gate, no matter what. You can open the gate all the way. That's where the water's gonna go because there's already a path there. So to eliminate anxiety, I had to create a new habit. I had to open the gate the other direction. And habits are set into motion by triggers. So think of the gate as a trigger, right? If I stay up late watching videos, that's the trigger. That's how my day starts. If I sleep in and I'm late to class and stressed out, that's how my day starts. I'm anxious. So I need to develop a new trigger. My new trigger is my morning routine. So let's just say one morning I do my morning routine, the gate opens. The water starts flowing this way and there's no path, it's just flat ground. So it goes everywhere, you know, it just kind of falls. Some of it falls in the old path, you know, it just goes everywhere. But over time, doing the morning routine, working towards your goals, remembering what you want to do, a path is slowly going to start to form. Once that path started to form through all the repetition and practice, I stopped feeling anxious. I stopped. Up to this point, I'm not anxious anymore. I'm not depressed. I'm a happy guy. I work all the time and I'm just excited to do that. However, there's one thing you need to know. That path, the new path you created is there, but the old path is still there. There's just no water flowing through it right now. So if I decide to use my old trigger, staying up late every night, watching videos, sleeping in, being late to class, stuff like that, gate's gonna flip. All the water comes rushing back. I'm back to my old mental state, stressed out, upset, anxious. And it's happened before. But now, because I've engraved that new path, that new habit with the morning routine, I can then just wake up the next morning on time, do my morning routine, and I feel good again. So now, doing this routine every day, this new trigger, has led me to live an anxiety-free life. I feel amazing every day. I'm happy to be here, and there's really like nothing that can slow me down. I believe I'm gonna succeed, and I'm able to work hard towards my dreams every day, even through the lowest points. A video getting 2 views used to make me sick to my stomach. Now it makes me happy, genuinely. And that's 2 people who watch my video, and that's a million more I can get to watch that video. That's my new mindset with life. In a nutshell, find a way to surround yourself with successful people in your field, whether that be business, YouTube, entertainment, whatever it is. Then find a new trigger, like a morning routine, for your new habit, your new way of thinking. And don't get discouraged when it's a month in and you're still feeling a little rocky. It's gonna take a while for that habit to develop. If you like this video, please help me succeed in my dream. Push that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and like this video. Also, let me know about your anxiety stories, like what you do to overcome it, how, if you've been on medication before, if it works, if it doesn't, like let me know down in the comment section. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.